Brendon, and I'm an artist who works with found and recycled materials. I'm going to be doing a digital residency for the start of term week this year at the University of Herts. So I'm going to introduce my practice starting with the beginning. When I was a student at Kingston University, I graduated in 2008. I've always been interested in painting, and during the course I started working with found objects because they were redoing my faculty from skits and that kind of thing, and influenced by the nature in Kingston and the crossover between natural and man-made, I started to experiment with painting, creating pieces kind of this sort of style where it'd be kind of organic, floral and human images, kind of images of sun, mixed with the kind of not man-made in this case, but altered by man, kind of wooden beam with the saw marks, and I just highlight them with different bright colours and bright glosses. So this kind of experimentation continued, and I got more and more into finding and reusing materials. I started making installations with newspaper, which I'd cut out to look like flower blossoms and fill spaces. As temporary installations, I was interested in how you can change a space momentarily with an artwork, drawing attention to how the space looks, and when people get bored of a space, seeing it in a different light. So around 2013, I decided to go to South America, to Chile, and work my way overland to the USA. I really wanted to use this trip to push my practice as an installation artist and away from traditional painting, changing location regularly. I wanted to pursue this way of working with temporary installations. So I began with the newspaper, doing murals and the installations like I just explained. By the time I got to Bolivia, there was a lack of paper and plastic waste was more and more prominent. So I started working with plastic bags in a similar style to this, cutting them into streamers and making balls. And I was also weaving them in chicken wire, which was a sort of accessible, really cheap and lightweight material. Now one of the first installations I did like this was called Bloom. So again, we're going back to flowers, and this was outside a cultural centre in Cochabamba, Bolivia, called the Matadero. And I love this work because the light weight of the installation played with the metal structure it was installed in, and this wasn't for a gallery audience, this was for anyone passing in the town. All of this work continued while I was resident artist at Sustainable Bolivia, an NGO in the city. And the other people at the NGO were studying and working in sustainability, so I started to think more and more about how my artistic practice, reusing materials that already existed, had direct links to sustainability. At the same time, as I was in South America, I was invited to run workshops for children right up to adults and mixed age groups. People really liked my work because it was using materials that were throwaway, cheap or free. This gave art a much more accessible angle because I didn't use expensive materials, and I began to realise that my way of working was quite unique because education and workshops and participation from the audience and using materials which highlighted sustainability and our overconsumption were going hand in hand with the bright shapes and bold colours of my sort of painterly background. So I'm going to take this back to the UK, and I'm going to go into my Coast series in the next video.